People Wagwan, man, you're tuned in to Click React, and today we're going to be looking at a very interesting video. Piers Morgan is actually here defending Andrew Tate for being a misogynist. And this is a word that nobody apparently knows what it means. So for everybody that doesn't know what it means, I'll be putting it on the screen. So the next time somebody asks you, you can say it, especially for the females that don't know, because most of them don't know. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that sub button, turn on post notifications, drop a like, and tell me what you think about this. And is it shocking that Piers is defending Andrew Tate? Especially, I don't know if this was more recent that he did it since he got arrested, but we're just gonna see what was going on, man. We're just gonna get right into it. I'll see you guys later.
Now let's talk to the contributor Esther Krakow and a trembling
Esther
broadcaster
Krakow.
and journalist Jenny Kleeman, visibly recoiling in horror. Let's start with you, Jenny. He's not your idea of a role model.
Well, no, he's not. I see him as a symptom of a problem rather than a solution to it. I can understand why.
What's the problem that he's the symptom
The
for?
problem is that I think a lot of young men...
The problem is you look like you're a part of the Addams family. That's the first problem. I just, yeah.
Feel that nobody is speaking up for them. In a culture where we are encouraged to have identity politics, the only identity that isn't a good identity is a young man or a young white male. He talks in a very straight way and he gives straight answers to some questions, which I think he gives very wrong answers to. But I find him repellent. I think he basically creates straw men that he destroys. So he will depict feminism as a particular kind of thing, a kind of man-hating thing, which it isn't.
Well, it is for some feminists.
For a small number of feminists.
There are some radical feminists who genuinely hate men.
There definitely are. But most people...
Small number, he
know
says.
That feminism is about just thinking that everyone should have equal opportunities.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and one thing we know from Afghanistan, and these heartbreaking scenes today in Afghanistan of weeping female students who couldn't go to university, and men actually in Afghanistan then going out in protest for them.
That is very sad. So what is this? Is this the university, or they're telling them they have to leave?
I mean, really heart-rending.
I think it's actually stupid as hell. Like, I definitely can say that it's stupid as fuck. Like, why can't they just go to school? Like, what is that gonna do? I never understood that. I don't know what... I don't understand it, but I think it's dumb. And I don't think even if I did, even if somebody were to explain to me why they don't want them going to university, I don't think I'd agree with that. I think it's stupid as shit.
Esther here, these young women in Afghanistan weeping because they've been told they cannot now continue their education. And then you've got male students walking out in protest. Very brave thing to do.
Very fucking
like
brave.
We saw in Iran with the men protesting in support of the women being oppressed there. This is where he slightly lost me last night, Andrew Tate. There are a lot of things he says which I understand why young men, you feel a bit lost, why they gravitate to his confidence. He's very good at building business. He's made himself extremely rich doing it. A lot of what he says about masculinity and stuff, I completely would sign up to, actually.
Yeah.
And his confidence can help people. But when he was not prepared to condemn
these 10th
the
century
Taliban
barbarians
for that,
yeah,
because that to me is an open and shut case. If you don't condemn it, then I'm afraid you've got a problem. And it's not about sending feminists in to go to war. As I pointed out to him.
Which I actually do think is a valid point.
Well, it's fine, but a lot of women do actually fight in the armed forces.
Yeah,
so
but not most of them.
Is also nonsense.
I think he was using that to kind of attack the more extreme forms of feminism.
The ones that hate men.
Women can do anything a man can do. And he was using that as an example.
Yeah.
But
Facts.
I do think, you lose people when you refuse to outright condemn sort of 10th century barbarians like this. But I don't think... When he said it has nothing to do with him, I think he's not willing to get into dicey territory in that way. But it's like you speak in such absolute terms. Why not?
Do you think he's a misogynist?
I don't think he's a misogynist. No, I don't think so.
I mean, a misogynist means somebody who hates women.
Yeah,
I don't think he hates women.
I do think he hates women. I think he thinks women are nothing. I think he would not know what to do with you and I, Esther, because he does not know.
I'm pretty sure he'd know exactly what to do with you, Matilda. But Esther, I think he like, what the fuck are you talking about?
To deal, he gives interviews to people like you or to Hugo Rifkin. He'll give interviews to men.
But a lot of women I've spoken to about. Yeah, but a lot of women.
But he's done interviews with women. I've seen them before on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he's done interviews with Just Pearly Things, and she's quite fucking intelligent. What the fuck is she talking about?
polite and respectful.
Yeah, women do. A lot of women do like him.
Exactly.
There are a lot of women who don't know him who seem to hate him, ironically. But I'm not sure it's as clear cut as he's a misogynist.
I don't think he's a misogynist, and I have a brother who's probably within his target demographic, 23. And I can understand why his message would resonate with him, because it's normal.
understand why the
It's
message
normal,
would
exactly,
resonate.
for
I
young
just-
men to feel like
she
they don't
wearing a
have a
wig?
place in Western
all right,
society.
I'm
And he
being
actually
stupid.
makes that point. I just think when you don't want to outright condemn 10th century barbarians
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
Taliban,
yeah,
who
yeah.
tend to
Then
usually
that's
face
weird.
more moderate people.
Yeah,
But again,
yeah,
we're not
yeah.
his target audience.
The fact that
That's why,
his understanding about what's happening in Afghanistan is that it's a feminist issue rather than a human
That's not his understanding.
I don't think he
issue.
said that.
Well, no,
That's not his understanding. His understanding is way more than that. He just said that to send the feminists since they hate men. That's what he
he
said.
did. He said, send this feminist in. It's a human issue where we made all these promises to people in Afghanistan. And
It's funny when human beings select certain things to be human issues too. That's another thing, right? Like, oh yeah, Iraq, they're bad. They're doing this and that. Let's evade. Like, especially Americans, and with the government. It's so funny when they would do that, right? They're like, yeah, let's go over there because they're fucking people up. But now they're like, oh no, Ukraine, we'll just give them some stuff. We're not gonna invade Russia. Like, it's funny when there's certain injustices that happen that is on their spectrum of, oh, we gotta intervene, and when it's not.
and we left.
Well, let's be
women
clear.
built
Let's be
their
clear.
life on
We
it.
betrayed those women.
We absolutely
right?
betrayed Biden.
Joe
As a human
Biden,
being,
in the way we pulled out of
completely.
Afghanistan overnight, and we betrayed not
We-
only people who work with us, the interpreters and so on,
But people
we
who
have left
died
millions,
for them.
millions of Afghan women have just been tossed back to these
and
barbaric
servicemen
wolves.
who died for it. But the fact that he sees it, he says, oh, it's got nothing to do with me. As a human being, it
Yeah.
should have something to do with it. As someone who says he's a
No,
proud
I agree.
Brit, it should
I
have
thought it was a
something to do
cop out there, but albeit, again, a lot of what he
Definitely.
says, I could imagine if I was a young man, it would
Definitely a
resonate with
cop
me
out. I don't know
for
why
the
he
right
didn't want to take a
reasons.
side there.
He's trying to give people.
I think he's trying to have that vibe in general and only stand on what he wants to talk about.
Right? You can be a good masculine person. He used to be applauded.
So all in all, I do agree with one thing Piers said, and it's the fact that Andrew Tate did not say, yo, what they're doing is wrong. I don't know why, unless he has some ties to something there, right? And you know that he just got recently arrested on some trafficking charges and shit. So I don't know what he's doing. But I feel like it's pretty simple. What they're doing is whack. I don't see why women can't go to university. Like, if those guys feel like it's a real power thing where, oh, they don't want them to learn and do, like, you're a guy at the end of the day, so I don't really see what you're afraid of unless you're a bitch. Like, I don't get it. So I don't agree with the fact that he didn't say what they're doing is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But everything else, they're right. He's not a misogynistic person. Like, you can't say the man hates women. Like, he loves women. Like, he talked about how much he has, like 5 wives, I swear. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really make sense. But guys, let me know what you think, man. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to hit that like button.